Speak English, not Spanish, or I will duck you up. I'm posting another story about my family. My parents are in fact racist. As a kid my parents have at one point turned me racist, but I've learned from that mistakes. My parents only ever hated any Spanish Latino countries. If you are at all brown, or as my dad says it disgraces, he'll hate you, because he'd presume you don't know one set of English. 2017. I was at a restaurant. My stepsister came back home after running away with her ex-boyfriend. They wanted to celebrate it, so we went to a traditional Italian restaurant. We went to our table to be seated. I was doing stuff that at the time 13-year-olds did with nothing to do, because they didn't have, or bring a phone would do, stalk everyone tables around the table they were seated at. I was looking around bored when I noticed my dad was eyeing a specific table. They were obviously brown, but they weren't speaking Spanish. They were a Brazilian family speaking Portuguese. Either way my dad was disgusted. They were not speaking English. Conversation happened. Characters: Ed entitled Dad, M entitled Mom, BF Brazilian family, S staff. Ed, trying to imitate a Mexican English accent. Hey pewter speak English. A. BF, father of the family. Ed, you heard me, you ducking retard. Why don't you go back to Mexico? Me realizing my dad is now causing a scene, I was barring my face in my hands hoping the family had a gun to end me out of my misery. M, you know you guys get ducked if you. We are in our neighborhood, we mostly live in a predominantly white neighborhood. BF says something to their kids. The dad at a cavalry has arrived. S, Mr. Ma'am, is there a problem here? Both mom and dad, why do you serve people here? They're not even American citizens. BF, one of the sons said in a clear American accent, these people are harassing me and our family. We are only trying to order our meal. S, C. Before she was to speak my dad interrupted. Ed, oh ho, so you can speak English. So not everyone is a retard at that table. You guys are ducking, pathetic. Why don't you speak English, not Spanish, or I'll duck you up. S, raising tone, sir, I need you escorted out of the restaurant now. If you guys don't leave the permeator I will call the cops. M, fine, I didn't want to eat at a restaurant that served /racial slur. We went home without food. We ended up going back there. Luckily they never said anything else to Latinos that are across us. Should we burn all racist people? No. The planet would die from the toxic fumes released from their bodies. If they are going to talk shit, let them be shit. We'll place them all on a remote island with no food and let them resort to cannibalism. True. And people like your parents are the reason I left America and can't stand that country no longer. I'm Brazilian and I have to say we Brazilians are the best. I mean, we are so warm and friendly to everyone. I know a few Brazilians living in the USA, and I agree 100% with that. AKIZUKI 1756. Whether the Brazilians can speak English or not, they're great people. Destroy the racist. Comment your methods. Cannon or rocket? Shoot them all to the moon, or maybe to Pluto? We can also let them alone in a cage of lions. I know. They would have to read LGBTQ+ books and live in Mexico. Now you speak English to them, then call up your homies and say 8 duck us up. Then proceed to stomp a man into a hospital bed. Your dad is a piece of shit, and I hope he burns in hell. Damn, for a guy who wants everyone to speak English, he didn't seem all that interested in making sure his kids got a stellar education in the English language. I have a feeling Op's native language may not actually be English. Probably Karen because of their parents. Don't really blame them though. NGL. I wonder what they would say about Puerto Rican people who are actually American citizens, because Puerto Rico is an American territory. Someday they may become a state. I hope to visit there someday. Also, this country has no place for racism, honestly. We are a melting pot of many wonderful cultures and people. It saddens me to see this country so divided on things. Every culture has added many wonderful gifts to this country. Classic. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.